Hello, hello, hello. Oh my god, I'm sweating. I had to run all the way from my the immigrations to my departure gate just to start getting this set up. Hello, Leafy. Hello, Sin. Good to see you guys. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if I'm live or not. Can you guys hear me? Hello? There we go. Okay, okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Zubat. It's your boy Xander. I'm currently sitting at the Beijing Capital International Airport, um, waiting for my layover flight back to Canada. You guys are doing well. Hello, hello. Let me say hi to all you guys. Hello, Leafy. Hello, Senpai. Hello, Chelsea. Hello, Itsu. Hello, Kruya. Hello, May Fox. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you guys. Hi, Maxi. Good to see you guys. Hello, hello. Oh my god. I am first streaming up and I'm here for the scuffed phone stream. It's the best I could do. It's the best I could do. I scrambled to try and get my laptop set up and try to do a stream from my laptop instead. But unfortunately, the airport Wi-Fi is not connecting to my laptop, and I'm not sure as to the reason why, but I can only assume that it hates me and it wants me to cease to exist. Hi Rio, welcome in. Hello, hello. Hello, Ren Offline. Hello, Leo Valdez. Good to see you. How many hours is the flight gonna be? I believe this flight's gonna be a very long flight. I think it's gonna be like 14 hours, something like that. 14 to 15 hours. Uh, yeah. Airport Wi-Fi never works. So here's the thing, right? I've been working. I've been doing previous streams on like hotel Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi, data hotspots. So I was like, you know what? If I just have the willpower, maybe I can make um the airport Wi-Fi work. But it wasn't. I didn't have enough willpower. God, shit in every country. Yeah. Hi Tokoyami. Yeah, Altian, welcome in. Hello Tokoyami. Hope you're doing good. Hi Rio. Did I say hi Rio? Hi Taya. I missed you too. It's been so long. I hope you guys have been good though. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna start putting things away while we wait for a few minutes to pop in because I set up my laptop just to not use it. So let me start packing things up. I don't know if you guys hear too much of like the background noise of everything, but hi elevators, welcome in, welcome in. Ace on stream. I guess so. I'm kind of whispering because I don't want to. It is like kind of well, it's not early in the morning. It just became noon. But I'm sure a lot of these people who are also on connecting flights are very tired. So I don't want to speak too loud and just, I don't want to speak too loud and just like, what's it called? Just be annoying. So it's so nice to see you, Xanaman. Oh, it's so good to see you guys too. It's like so good to see you, Ria. You hear background noise? Okay, that's good. I kept checking on your post, but didn't see anything new. I thought you got into a fight or something. So, the main thing is it's just really hard to make a post. It's really hard to find the time to make a post. Um, and also, I just don't have Wi-Fi, so my laptop's just been kind of pooping itself. The new laptop that I bought just, I mean, it's not pooping itself. It's just it can't really do anything, right? Because there's no Wi-Fi. So I haven't been able to do any posts. But I've been trying to do streams when I can. But yeah, you suddenly got sniffles, so I'm definitely sick. Oh my god, let me tell you guys. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna put the phone down so I can start packing things up, and I'll tell you guys the story of my absurd sickness. So recently, um, I went and saw um a lot of this trip was just seeing Mama Zuba with friends, and like and their kids. So I think it was maybe a week ago. We saw one of Mama Bug's old friends that lived in Canada for a little bit, but not that long. Maybe like a year or two. And kind of hung out with her son a lot. And we went to go eat this place that was like a congee hot pot, right? So like it's like this hot pot, but instead of soup or pork broth or chicken broth, it's congee. And you like grab like a bunch of stuff in a basket and you throw it into your congee hot pot and then you eat it. And so I had that. I had me walking in. I was like, la la la. So I had that. But for some reason, um, it gave me the most extreme, like, most extreme explosive bodily functions for about, I want to say for about 10 hours. I had extreme explosive bodily functions for about 10 hours. Um, Corey, hello, welcome in. So I don't know what it was. Pretty sure I'm hoping. I'm hoping most people don't understand me here, but there seems to be a lot of non-Asians here, so maybe they do. But yeah, I had uh, just out of all orifices, yes. So I was puking, um, and exploding from the booty. It was really bad. It was really bad. Um, it I think I had a very bad stomach bug. Is what it was because for whatever reason, anything that I ate for like the next day and the day after would not stay in my stomach. Um, the only thing I was able to eat was bananas. Even like eating white rice, I ended up eating. So it was really bad. So I was super sick, and then I think I'm like starting to recover now, but that was like that was like a terrible time. That was a terrible way to end the trip. I like have a terrible life to end the trip on because I think I'm still fighting like the sickness from that. Um, because obviously I was for like a day or two, I was fully dehydrated and fully malnourished. So I'm just like, I'm so ready to go home, guys. I'm so ready to go home. If that's the thing they don't tell you about Asia, is like you need to prepare yourself. It will happen eventually. I think I've been sick. Actually, Japan was fine, but I got sick twice in China. So I don't know. Maybe it's just the cleanliness is not the same. I know I got sick in Vietnam, so it's probably China plus Southeast Asia. But yeah, okay. I have put things back into my backpack. I lied. There are things that are outside of my backpack that are supposed to be inside my backpack. Oh my god, I got some souvenirs. By the way. I'll do a hand cam show when I get back home. But there was this cheap outlet store in that I went to on the last day. Actually, it wasn't a cheap house store. It was called Mini Soland. It was called Mini Soland, and it had a ton of Chiikawa and a ton of like Sanrio and like everything else. I got Yakuza in the opening. Yeah. Sometimes your immune system goes off the HP. I know. I don't know why that is. I think for me though, my immune system definitely goes on vacation more than I do. I think that's for sure. My immune system is always just like, see you later, punk. Just doesn't want anything to do with it. Around. But yeah. Okay. Alright. Everything that's outside of my backpack is back inside. Hi Kia, welcome. Oh, okay. Alright. Now I can look at chat again. Hi Riri, welcome in. How's it going? Zaddy is back. I'm back, I'm back. Hi Kayla, welcome in, welcome in. Just wanna pop in and say hi, good night. Hope the stream goes well, may you recover Zampi. Thank you to play of it. My immune system hates that. It does. It does. Sounds like someone's. Does it actually sound like someone's armpit? I'm kind of like. I'm trying to talk very quietly into the the earphone mic that's connected to my phone, right? Um, like those you guys see those the wired Apple earphones that people used to do, like TikTok people would just like talk into them or sing into them. That's like what I'm doing right now. Uh, I just want to go home. I'll be so honest, guys. I want to go home and lay in my bed forever. Hi, Panda. Welcome in. I wanna go home and lay in my bed forever. Sleep, wake up, sleep again. You know what I miss? I miss pizza. I miss burritos. I miss all the food that are common in North America that I have not been able to have for the last 2 months. Like I haven't had good pizza in, in 2 months. I had a what's it called? I had this. Okay, in China, there's a lot of bakeries. That's one thing that's like really well known. There's a lot of bakeries like specialty buns, right? Like hot dog buns or cheese buns or garlic cheese buns, things like that, right? Specialty bakeries. And I came across a bakery today, uh, earlier to actually yesterday. Now that I think about it, sorry, the flights are making me confused. But earlier yesterday, um, I came across this specialty bakery that had this pizza pizza bun that had like pork floss on it and like tomato slices and like pepperoni baked onto the pizza onto the bun. And I was like, "Oh my god, pizza!" And I was so excited. I was so excited. And I went and I grabbed it and I bought it and shit tasted like ass. Pardon me. It tasted so well. It didn't taste bad. It didn't taste bad, but it tasted not like pizza, and that made me upset. So I said it tasted like ass. It tasted like not pizza. It was like a fake, like a freaking amugas. It was. It tasted like bread, like lightly toasted white bread or milk bread with like pork floss on it and pepperonis. Like that's all it tasted like. Maybe it's because there was no cheese. There's no cheese, so it didn't taste like pizza that I expected. Not that I should be eating pizza anyways. Hi Lee, welcome in. Are you gonna miss the bidet? I have not had a bidet in China. This 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 is a very sad fact. The bidet was only in Japan. Bidets were everywhere in Japan, but they were only in Japan. In China, oh my god. Oh, going from Japanese public bathrooms to Chinese public bathrooms have been the worst. The amount of dirty. Okay, TMI, TMI. If you're squeamish, don't listen. But the amount of dirty squatting toilets, like I'm talking filthy. I'm talking filthy. I'm talking them motherfuckers can't aim. Um, the amount of dirty squatting toilets I've had to use, public toilets in China. Like I'm so ready to go home. I'm so ready to be in my own house and use my own toilet again. Oh my god, I'm so ready to like sleep in my own bed. I think my health was really good in Japan. Hi Danny, welcome in, welcome in. Hello. Use a water bucket to wipe. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. You wanna know something crazy? You know something fucking crazy? In China, by the way, I didn't really come across this problem because I avoided public bathrooms like the plague, right? I avoided public bathrooms like the plague. But in China, most public bathrooms do not provide you toilet paper. Like they 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 don't provide you toilet paper. Does the checking command work? No, not right now. The checking command only works when I'm running the program on my computer, which unfortunately, you know, I'm not on a computer, as you can probably tell. The best part of getting home is having a toilet. I know, but yeah, um, use the water bucket. Nah, hell no. I avoided public bathrooms like the plague. I avoided them like the plague. They don't give you toilet paper. They don't give you toilet paper. Thank God. The one or two times um that I've had to use a public bathroom, Mama Zubo was carrying like portable wipes because holy crap. Like I'm just like, what do you expect to do? Like what if you have mad diarrhea and you go and use a public toilet and then you're just like, wait, no wipes? Now what? What am I gonna do? It's like, what are you supposed to? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You gonna have a dirty ass for like the rest of the day. Like fuck. It was especially worse because in Chongqing, right? When we went to Chongqing, we went to Chongqing. Um, dude, I'm so scared of sounding racist. When I went to Qingchong, Qingchong, you mean China? When I went to Chongqing, right? Um, when I went to Chongqing, they have tons of spicy food, tons of spicy food, tons of capsaicin in their foods, um, tons of chilies, right? So your stomach is going to move when you eat like the food local there. Um, and when I was using the public bathrooms in Chongqing because I was on a tour, I had to. I think that was the only time. I think that was actually the only time I was forced to use public bathrooms because I knew that we would not be in a hotel or in a room with a private toilet for like hours. So I think on that tour, it was the only time, and I only did in those 4 days of the tour in Chongqing. I think I only went to the public bathroom like twice, and both times were terrible, disgusting. Um, and I'm just imagining like the locals eating like all their spicy food. Like you can't wipe. Like if you're visiting, right? Imagine you're a foreigner visiting, and you're not used to spicy food, and you get the runs, and you have to use a public toilet, and you use it, and then you look over, and you're like, well, shit. Where? What am I gonna wipe with? Like, what do you do? Like, you just you you make a karate chop. You make a karate chop with your hand, and then you slide it in once, wash it, slide it in again, wash it again. And we call this the swipe method. Oh my god. Also, I saw Mayfox asking me if I've been hydrating. Yes, I've been having a lot of Pocari sweats. Um, a lot of like um the electrolyte waters. Uh, that's wait, are they boarding? Oh, okay, okay. Okay, sorry, sorry. I looked over. I thought my flight was boarding. I mean, I think they are boarding soon because I just saw all the staff go in, so they might be boarding soon. But yeah, you don't got nature in the woods? No, heck no. I, I don't think I've ever. Okay, okay. Is it uncommon to say that you've never pooped in public, like in nature? That's a lot of people don't poop in nature, right? Lee, have you pooped in nature? Be a man, use your hand. That's all I'm saying. I guess like that's what you're supposed to do. Don't miss your flight. No, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I looked over because no one else is getting up, right? No one else is getting up. Um, oh my god, guy, you know what sucks? You know what freaking sucks? Um, earlier when I was on the flight from Guangzhou International Airport to Beijing Capital International Airport, right? Um, I brought okay when I was in Japan, I went to a Daiso and I bought two portable chargers, and I had one from Canada, so I had three portable chargers. And then when I came into China, it's the land of big portable chargers, electronics, big cheap electronics. China's a land of big cheap electronics. So I bought another two portable chargers and a battery case. So then I had so so then I had my original battery case, um, three portable chargers from Japan, and then I had two more portable chargers and another battery case here. So when I went to try and like pass security, they looked at my shit and they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you trying to create a bomb?" They looked at like all the portable chargers I had, and they're like, "What is wrong with this guy? Is he trying to explode the plane?" So unfortunately, I had to drop uh out of the one, two, three, four, five, six. Out of the seven portable chargers I had to drop five. I had to drop five and only take like two with me. So the ones I chose was my portable battery case, um, and then my biggest portable charger. Because I was just like, yeah, I had to make a choice. It's a waste of money, but it is what it is. But yeah. Hi, Nari Fox. Welcome in. Shoveling a hole into the ground. Where else can you go if you're camping? True. I don't camp though. I don't camp though. I don't camp. I I might glamp possibly. But I think I've camped once overnight. Literally, it was from that from like the afternoon to like the next morning, and like I just left. I left. I don't like camping. I don't like not having a private toilet. That's this is my main thing, guys. I do not like not having, or I don't like the lack of a private toilet. I need a private toilet, or at least a toilet. I don't want to poop in nature. That's just not the thing I want to do. I also don't want to. I think sleeping outside is not that bad because I'm trying to remember the one time I went camping. We camped like hmm, camping stream one. That'd be pretty fun actually. I would love to do one. I would love to do one. I don't know how I'm gonna set that up though. We have a laptop now though. We do have a laptop now. So if I can figure out a way to like set up a stream and a hand cam, I can bite. Okay, the only restriction would be internet. I don't know how I'm gonna get like internet access out in the boonies if I do camping. So I might do like some kind of like I don't know. We'll think about it. I'll think about it. Drinking salty by the fire. That was fun. I think the one time I went camping, it was after like a semester in college with like a lot of friends from class, and we all drove out to this lake. And I this could be why I don't like camping. It just could be like a bad first experience, right? But we drove out to this lake that was surrounded by rocks, like just piles and piles and piles of rocks, right? And we all set up on the rocks. So when we slept on the rocks. And when we were drinking or doing anything or cooking, is cooking over the rocks. And the water, the cool thing is water from Canada comes from glaciers in most places. So the water was clean, but we're just on the rocks. And I'm just like, this shit blows. This hurts. I can't sleep. This sucks. Oh my god. Unless it's a place with a bunch of random animals wandering around camping school. Drink your salty by the fire. That was the nice part though. Like when we created a campfire, like we went out into like the forest and chopped stuff, and then made a fire. Wasn't like we didn't really make it. We kind of just poured alcohol on wood, and then kept lighting it until it like lit on fire, and then put more wood on it. But yeah, taking whatever Lisa seriously, development. I mean, right now, I'm very content brained. I'm very excited to go back and do content. I'm tired of like being a bum, guys. I'm tired of living the life of unemployed. I mean, technically, I'll still be unemployed because VTuber. But I just want to work again. I just want to have purpose in my life. I think going on vacation this long, I felt so aimless after like 5 weeks. I think after 5 weeks, I was like, what do I do with my day? I had nothing to do with my day. Like other than go to the gym. I kind of like ate the same thing every day. Um, yeah. I'm tired of being a bottom. Is that what? Nuh-uh. That is not what I said. Did you just say he's tired of being? Wow. No, no, no. I said I'm tired of being a bum. I'm tired of being a bum. You typically don't want to do terrain like that unless you're more used to outdoor living. Yeah. No, we're just sleeping on rocks. It sucked. Hi, Kitsinia. Welcome in, welcome in. If I missed anybody, please let me know. I'm like, did streaming on the phone? Hi, Glitcher. Oh, stream lagging? Is the stream still lagging? I am VPNing through my China Unicom. I am VPNing through my China Unicom access. So I have a full time job and losing weight and still feel purposeless, feeling all these ways that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I like being a VTuber. It's also why I like playing League of Legends. No, that shit drains your soul. I'm kidding. Do you watch Chinese shows? Not really. Nah. No lag on my end? Okay, awesome. I didn't really watch many Chinese shows. To be honest, a lot of media that I consumed here, uh, the media that I consumed while in China, I just downloaded a VPN and then and then went on YouTube or watched anime. The media I consumed was just the same stuff as like the stuff I would consume back home. Oh, unless you're talking about like there was this really cool like we went to I did go to like theater shows. And there's this really cool theater show I went to that was at a amusement park in Shenzhen. And it's the amusement park is called Window of the World, and it's like this. How do I explain this? It's like this. It's like this amusement park that has a lot of miniature or half scale or quarter scale replicas of famous landmarks like the Eiffel Tower or the Louvre Art Museum or Taj Mahal or Notre Dame Cathedral. Like it just has a bunch of. I think I took a bunch of photos, so I can definitely show you guys when I do my show and tell stream when I get back home. But yeah, there was a hi Query, welcome in. Um, Raid Shadow Legends. Uh, but yeah. Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. There was a theater show in this amusement park where it was oh, Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte's second return to France after his first exilement. That was it was like a it was like a Chinese version a Chinese version of the events of Napoleon Bonaparte. So I was like it's very interesting, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Was it Segs? 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 Oh my god. Pornography is illegal in China, guys. Do with that information what you will, but you're not allowed to watch porn in China. It's illegal. You'll literally get arrested. You'll literally get arrested, guys. No smut, no porn, nothing. Do you buy misspelling bad names or funny English things? That's one thing I've noticed. That's one thing I've noticed is like Chinese people like to put Chinese on everything. Like Coca-Cola here is not Coca-Cola, it's Coca-Cola China, right? Um, Minute. Oh my God, there's this Minute Maid orange juice by Minute Maid, but it's called Minute Maid Pulpy in China, uh, and it's like specifically Minute Maid Pulpy. Minute Maid China is only in, or Minute Maid Pulpy is only in China, and it's like Minute Maid with like a bunch of pulp. That's all it is. It's really good though. It's really nice. Um, Not even books. No, no, everything. No, you're not allowed any kind of pornography in China. It's illegal. Everything related to sex is illegal. Even I think might be fucked up to say, but population's already too big. People are having too much sex. We gotta stop it. And one of that's oh no, not the yaoi. Yeah, you can't have any of that stuff. I'm pretty sure artists who draw hentai or people who like create any kind of like, what do I even call them? Sexual films? Question mark. I'm pretty sure you're at risk of actually being like detained and charged or something. I it's kind of crazy. Should make sense. What the hell? No. I don't need it. I have the power of my imagination. Oh my god. Uh, what else? Oh, you know what's really cool? What's really cool about stuff like this is as a writer, I'd be doomed. I'd be under arrest. Yeah. I don't know about. Oh, actually, okay, that's what you meant by books. I think you meant like visual books. I don't know about writing. Right. I don't know about like sex in novels. Um, I don't know how that would be handled, or sexual subjects in writing. But what are you imagining? That's for me to know, and for you guys to never know. I'm never sharing that shit. What was I saying? Uh, yeah, I don't know how writing would affect it. I would assume it's like okay, but yeah. Uh, what else? I was gonna say something. Oh, um, I will say, the one thing that I really really enjoyed the most, that stood out to me though, it wasn't like any kind of like crazy amusement parks or attractions or like fancy trips. Um, there was a day where Mama and Uncle Zubud took me to the city block that they grew up in and told me about like their life growing up here, and like I got to hear from their their uncle, so my grand uncle, um, of how life was in like the um the 1960s in China. Because if you guys know about history, right? This is something I didn't know, by the way. As a Chinese person, well, I mean, just in general, as a dude who lives in the 21st century, I don't know anything about history. But yeah, I got to hear a lot of stories about Mao Zedong, and I think it was like the fascist um, repression of China, and that stuff was like fucking crazy to hear about. Uh, Apparently, they would tell like I was being told stories of how, for okay, quick history lesson, because I'm knowledgeable now. I'm well knowledge about the subject. Well, not um, what's it called? Uh, 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 oh yeah. Okay, quick history lesson. for those who don't know, there's a point in time in China's history, where Mao Zedong, uh, came into power. I believe it was like 1958 or 1948, something like that, sometime after the World War II. Um, and when he came to power, he decided that all wealth would be transferred to the state, and the state would be in charge of all economy and all finances, and everyone would be. It was basically like a fascist, um, uh, fascist. What's the word for it? Government, fascist government, um, of China, right? It was like, and they told me stories about how like people who tried not to give up their wealth would get dragged out of their homes and then beat to death on the streets. And shit. And then like, he was like telling me about how like he watched like a bunch of people that happened, and then a lot of people who had like multi-level homes, like three level homes, right? Fascist regime, the fascist regime of China, there we go. That's probably the best word for it. Um, yeah, they would get dragged out of their homes and then beat to death in the streets. And then after they get beat to death, then their homes are then um, subjugated by the government, and then given to each floors. Each floor was usually given to a separate family. And like hearing that story, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Education was halted. You're no longer privileged to education. Um, you People who were in power were militaristic or political. Uh, and the more loyal you were to the state, the more status you had. But otherwise, you didn't have shit. If you had generational wealth, that shit was gone. That's crazy, right? Did you cry? It made me sad to hear these stories. Um, but I think I'm a little thankful because, from what I understand, my family was poor as shit before this happened, and then they were given a home at the misfortune of one wealthy man that is no longer living. But my family was given a home, and I think uh, that in some ways a little thankful. Um, but yeah, this is the family trip. Then your mom's hardcore. It was more so a trip just to visit China for the New Year, for Chinese New Year, and see family and friends. That's mostly what it was. But um, yeah, my family was like very poor before that, and then they were given a home. So that was that was cool. I feel bad for the misfortunate of the person that it got taken from, but you know, uh, yeah, that happened. But then I was also told that during those times, if you had children, right, you were able to keep one. Hi, Nixie, welcome in. Do you see any line dances? I technically yes. I saw an animatronic. I saw a animatronic lion doing a dance, but otherwise I didn't actually see any line dances. Um, I saw a lot of stages where the line dances were like being set up and put down, but I never stayed to actually watch them. So my days were I wouldn't say my days were like packed, but usually when I was at the opportunity to see them, I already had something else planned that day. So, but yeah. Uh, really back then, you had children. You could keep one behind, but the government would take the other two and send them to fields to work. Which is crazy. Which is crazy. You're not allowed education either, which is crazy. Like fuck. I don't know. That was, it's just crazy to hear these stories and like be shown the places where that happened. Oh, and then I got shown like the places where Papa Zubud would like play pool all the time as a kid. Uh, and then they brought me to like this building where Papa Zubud and Mama Zubud both opened a hair salon together. That was really cool. I think they were like my age when that happened. It was really cool to see stuff like that. One child policy. Oh, I know. I don't think that was the one child. I don't think the one child policy was in effect back then. Um, I think they just were literally taking children away for labor. Like the state just wanted labor. It was a fascist regime, so yeah. Okay, I'm like I gotta like look. I think they're gonna start boarding soon. Watching from mom's iPad because of the piece of work. All good. Hi, Rampo. Good to see you. Or well, I guess you can't say hi, but I'll pretend you did. So good to see you. Laundry for calls like you the All good. Good luck with laundry. Good luck with laundry. Probably have to wrap up soon, but I'm excited. Once I get on this plane, then once I get when I get on this plane, right? By the time I get off, I will be back in Canada. I will have access to my computer. I'll have access to all my streaming setup, and we can finally start our content this year. Oh my god! Did you buy anything for us? Yes, yes. I have a bunch of souvenirs actually. I actually have a ton of souvenirs. I can't wait to show them to you. Back to latitude. Yeah, it's back to the land of steel, Canada. Um, yeah. You know what? I'm very excited to eat though. I'm very excited to have a food though. I want to eat. I want to eat like dirty American food so badly. I was craving thick cut wedges for like the entire time I was in Asia, and no place, not a single place, did thick cut wedges or like fries. It's, like not a single place did thick cut fries. Like I went to Denny's in Japan, no thick cut fries. Man, you said lychee, like you put a name in there. What the? Why are you putting your name in lychee? It's lychee. Stop trying to put your name in everything, Lee. Back around the Cobra Chicken. It's a Cobra Chicken. Hi, Quiddy. Welcome back. Uh, what were we talking about? Oh, we're talking about foods I want to eat, like pizza, burgers. You know what? I'm actually really excited to show you guys, um, all the videos and stuff I took. That's what I'm most excited about, right? I can't wait to show you guys like all the experiences. That'd be cool. That's gonna be really nice. Well, actually, the main thing is just I just sleep. Like I'm so sick right now. Well, I'm not like super sick. I was worse. I was way worse like 3 days ago. But I'm still like sniffly, coughing, tired. The tired could just be the plane though. Like it just could just be the plane ride that got me tired. But otherwise, yeah, I'm excited too. I know. Oh, I can't wait to stream. I can't wait to stream. I think the first stream is probably gonna be Sunday. Making a schedule. Yeah, I'm probably gonna hibernate for like a day or two. Um, when I get back, it's Friday, and then Saturday I have a dinner. I think. Uh, like a makeup Lunar New Year dinner for family and friends that I saw on Canada side. But yeah, yeah. And then Sunday we'll be streaming. Sunday we'll be streaming. Always sick. You get sick. I wasn't sick at all in Japan, but I was eating the vitamin jellies every day, so that might be why. Yeah. Now I'm remembering when I saw a red rose scented air freshener and I really went, "Aw." But when you first said, "Aw," I saw Puppy Tea Magnet and thought, "What the? Why? why Puppy Tea Magnet? What the heck? Me, a dog?" Wrestling it back and spinning it yada by us. I will. I will. Woof bark bark. Oh, Okay. Okay, they're boarding. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna start saying bye now. I mean, I'm not in like a rush, but I should probably line up. Actually, I should probably line up yet. For these flights, people are so greedy with the storage, the overhead compartment storage. So, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna be back in Canada in like 14 hours or something. I'm gonna be back in my home. I'm gonna be back on my computer. I'm gonna be back with normal everything, normal internet. Ugh, I can't wait. And then I might even do a gorilla stream. Honestly, I might even do a gorilla stream. I don't care if you guys yell at me. I want to do it. I just want to do it. Like, well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how bad I feel when I get back. We'll see how like sick I am if I progress over the 14 hours, 14 15 hours on the plane. But yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in for this short final stream abroad. The last stream overseas, and then I'm back home. I'll see you guys in like 14 or 15 hours. Let's say 15 hours. 15 hours to be safe. Remember to eat well, sleep well, stay hydrated, have a fantastic night, morning, afternoon, evening. Whatever it might be for you guys. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys for popping in. Atsubu. Bye bye.